We got Stephen Ray back here on the program. He's going to be taking on Jessin Ayari coming up here at UFC Fight Night 138 in Moncton on October 27th. Stevie, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Not as good as you, though. You're in Montreal right now training at Tristar. How long you been there?
Yeah, I've been here for 2 weeks now. Here for another four. Um, yeah, I've not been here in a while, but I've been meaning to. It's not that I decided not really to come back. The way things worked out, I've just not got round to coming back. So yeah, it's good to be back.
That's great, man. That's awesome. As far as training partners, have you? I guess because you've only been there for 2 weeks, you probably haven't seen Kajan Johnson because he hasn't been training there in a while.
No, I messaged him though. I messaged him when I knew that I would be coming out to see if he would be here, but I think he just left just as I got here. So yeah.
Yeah, because obviously that's very fresh. That was your last fight, is when you fought Kajan Johnson, and that was way back in that was a couple months ago. Did you want this much time off, or were you looking to get in there a little bit sooner?
To be honest, I like staying busy, but I seem to have these constant problems with my knees. So I had surgery after the Cajun fight. Just a meniscus surgery. So quick fix. I got my meniscus fixed on my knee. And yeah, so that's kind of why there's been a little bit of a delay.
Okay, fair enough. Looking back on that fight with Kajan, what did you take away the most? I mean, it was a split decision. It was a close matchup, but what do you take away from that performance?
Just there's a few things to take from it. I mean, I've watched it back a few times, and it's um, yeah. The thing is, you can say everything after a fight. It's different when you're in there, and even watching it and stuff. Like I'm watching it thinking, like I was the one in there, so I know why I'm not hitting him. It was just hard to catch him. Like the first round, like barely anything happened at all. Um, and I feel like he was just on his bike a bit too much. I like Cajun and stuff, but fuck, that was a frustrating fight for me. I felt like he just ran away the whole time, or most of the time. But yeah, if anything, just maybe to be a bit more aggressive. I maybe should have took him down, tried to take him down a bit more because it was so hard to hit him on the feet because he was just like anytime I went to hit him, he wouldn't be in the same area. Like he was like I would try and press him against the fence. He'd be dancing left, dancing right. It was just hard to land any shots. So yeah, it was just a tricky style and to be honest, before the fight, I didn't. My coaches expected him to do that, but I had a feeling he was going to come towards me. So I made that mistake, obviously, thinking that he'd come towards me when my coach was right.
Okay, fair enough. This is your second fight, if I'm not mistaken, with Ali Abdelaziz as your manager. How has that been? Because I know he's really good with the fighters, calling you all the time. How's it been, having him as a manager?
Yeah, Ali's been great. I mean, if it wasn't for Ali, I maybe wouldn't be in the UFC anymore. And he's always in contact. And that's basically what I'm looking for. He makes sure that obviously I get everything done that I need to get done on time. He's got a good little kind of management team that helps him out. And yeah, I mean I've not managed to meet him in person yet, so it'd be good to meet him in person. I mean I had a little bit of bother there again with my visa, the American visa, because I applied for a visiting visa, and expecting that it would be fine, because I just had a 2 year work visa. This wasn't until maybe 2 days or a night before I was meant to be going to Vegas. I was supposed to be going to Vegas to do some rehab at the performance center, and it wasn't until the night before I'm like, shit, I better get a visa. My visa expired in March, and this was like maybe May. So yeah, I applied for the ESTA, the visiting visa, thinking it'd be fine, and it came up saying that they were processing it, and and then that it never got accepted. So I'm like, shit. So I went to the airport, gonna get on my flight down to England and then England to Vegas, but there was no point because I wouldn't have got on the flight to get in America. So yeah, then I went to the kind of consulate place to try and get my visa accepted, and they basically done the same as the last time, like how I got my work visa. They initially, like, I don't know, it's not getting it declined, but they don't give me it there and then, so it has to go through this stupid waiver program. And oh, it's like the slowest process in the world. It's like 4 month wait. So yeah, I've been on that just to get a visiting visa. But I did notice after it that it says at the bottom at the visa bit that you shouldn't apply for a visiting visa if you've already had a work visa. So I'm not sure if that's why it's been declined, because obviously the reason I got declined in the first place is because, you know, I got in trouble before in the past, like 9 years ago or something. I've already had a visa, and obviously nothing's changed since then. So yeah, it's a bit of a crap process,
But the good news is you got a fight coming up here, October 27th. You're taking on Jessin Ayari. Like I mentioned off the top, he's got a 16-4 record. How do you feel like you match up against him?
I feel like, you know, it's a good matchup for me. You know, like anybody's going to be tough in the UFC. Every single person brings a different set of skills. He looks tough. Judging his kind of, I think, I would say he's all-rounded. I wouldn't say he's great in any area. He's not like a specialist. He's a bit scrappy. You know, if that's a good way to put him. Like, he's a bit wild, maybe. Saying that, I feel like he makes a lot of mistakes. So yeah, I suppose we'll see. We'll see on the night. I think it's going to be a good fight.
And we talked about training at Tristar. Who are some of the guys you get to work with out there? I know it's a big gym, but is there anyone you work with a little bit more than others?
Well, it's been 2 weeks, so I mean, to be honest, I've not worked with anyone in particular. The most, I know most of the guys here before, so it's like, you know, even though it's been 2.5 years, it feels like I've not really been away from the place. Everybody's been really welcoming. You know, for us, it's been great. And I just get treated like, you know, one of theirs. So I've worked with, I've rolled with Rory, done some stuff with him before he left for his fight. Practiced some of my backflips with George, GSP, on Monday. But yeah, just pretty much working with everybody. Like, you know, there's Mandel. There's also Nazarat that's fighting on the same card. He's a southpaw, but you know, we've been kind of sharing some stuff back and forth, and just everyone. Yeah,
and it must help too, because there's a couple Tristar guys in this card, so you guys are all getting ready at the same time.
Yeah, that's it. There's me, Nazarat, Nordine. Yeah, I think that's it. Me, Nazarat, Nordine. The three of us. So yeah, we're all around kind of. Well, Nordine's a bit bigger than me, but yeah, we're all pretty much feeding off each other, training hard after class, after classes, like jumping on the bags and doing some conditioning stuff, and yeah, work. Oh, sorry, Alex Garcia. I'm sure he's on the card as well. Sorry, yeah, because I actually done a little conditioning workout with him after the class on, was it Monday? Or Tuesday, but yeah, it's good. We're all working together, training hard, beating each other up.
How do you see this fight playing out on October 27th?
Well, I feel like this is a do or die fight for me, because unfortunately with the last fight, I mean, I'm probably being biased. I still watch the fight thinking I done enough to win, but shit happens. It is what it is. I'm not going to complain about it. Didn't leave it in the hands of the judges or whatever. I've won a couple of close decisions as well. So, yeah, I've lost my last two technically because of that then. So, I probably can't afford to lose another one. It could be like my job, So I feel like he's got me at the wrong time, because I'm gonna go in there from the bell and try and take this guy's head off. Obviously, you're trying to do that every fight, but I feel like this one's a wee bit more. Like, I'm putting everything into this, and this is why I'm at Tristar. This is why I've came out for 6.5 weeks away from my family, my kids, my fiance, and it's so that, you know, if things don't go my way, because I know there's always the chance that things don't go your way, in this game. I think if that doesn't happen, it doesn't work out, at least I know I did everything in my, you know, I can't say, oh, I should have done this and I should have done that. Yeah, I'm out here training hard every day. I'm able to focus on the fight and the fight alone. And yeah, I feel like that's going to make a difference, especially because I know that, you know, I need to get the win. And not even the win, I want to go out there and I want to start finishing guys again. I want to start. I'm going in there to try and take this guy's head off. So if you're watching this, which you're probably going to watch, I hope you're training hard, because I'm going to be coming to take your head clean off.
I love it. Good stuff, man. You mentioned being in the dorms. Who are you rooming with right now?
Just rooming myself, private room, but I'm trying to think. Peter's in the other room. Peter, I can't remember his second name. He's just had knee surgery though, so he's just like a little housewife now maybe. There's Mersad Bektik, down the hall. I've worked some stuff with him as well. Teamed up together to do like the drills for the wrestling and jiu-jitsu. And he said he's trained with Jessin before as well. So
I know you don't get a ton of downtime in Montreal, but what are you doing to kind of kill time? I mean, you're not with your family and everything. I'm sure you're trying to connect with them, but are you getting to see the sights at all of Montreal? Or are you staying in watching movies? What would I find you doing?
Yeah, I've been watching some movies, like watching footage. That's one thing I've enjoyed doing this time. When I'm back at home, if I'm not training, or I'm not working or whatever, like usually I'm, you know, making the kids' breakfast or tea, or there's no much time for downtime. So yeah, it's been good just watching some footage of random fights, picking up some knowledge, watch some movies. Maybe I'm also here with one of my teammates from Scotland. So he just does jiu-jitsu, so I hang out with him a bit, you know, go for walks and whatever else. Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Well, we're looking forward to this fight. It's coming up here October 27th. It is UFC Fight Night 138. Steven, it's always good catching up with you, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Thanks to all my sponsors. I'm not even going to individually say them because I've not got them down and I'll miss one out. But thanks to all my sponsors that have been there and supported me. Thanks to all my teammates, my coaches and whatever. And yeah, you can find me, I think I'm Stephen Ray MMA on most of my social media. Stephen Ray UFC on Facebook. Check me out, post some things occasionally. But yeah, busy training. Tune in October 27th, making the first fight in Canada. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, do or die. It's going to be a good one.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.